Right now, though, I'm into doing these single apps, you know. Right now, I'm on the Elvis Presley dating app. Love Me Tinder. Yeah. It was great. Like, when I joined up, they were so happy. They said, thank you. Thank you very much. So that was nice, the Elvis Presley dating app. Now, my best friend is single and Jewish. He's on J-Date. I'm single and Italian. I'm on A-Date. Hey! Oh, I went to this wedding. Half Italian, half Jewish. Everything was done 50-50. Even the songs. Hava, your mother. Hava, your mother. I mean, everything was done 50-50. They made the men wear yarmulkes, but on the yarmulkes, an ad for Vito's Pizza. And now my Uncle Chooch was at the wedding. Yeah, my Uncle Chooch. He was so happy because he finally got something he thought he would never get. Parole. Amazing, man. Now, I don't even know if I want to get married or date anymore. I'm older now, you know. I got hair growing out of my ears. And you know what makes it worse? It has dandruff. Do you know what it's like to shampoo with Head and Shoulders and ears? It's terrible. And I'm losing it mentally, really. The other day, I could not find my car keys. I was driving. And now I'm having trouble with Sheila, my 20-year-old, smoking. Sheila won't stop smoking. Sheila's my car. Terrible. And I'm a nervous wreck, so what I do to relax, I'll just sit down, look out my front window for hours, and do absolutely nothing, which really upsets the drivers behind me. They don't like that at all, you know. But, oh, for a while, I was dating this much younger biker babe, but we had nothing in common. I mean, she rode a Harley. I could hardly hear. She asked me if I owned a Yamaha. I said, yes. I wear one at Jewish weddings. And it says Vito's Pizza on it. You know, it's not. Now, look, I notice people older than me. Did you know that Bugs Bunny is 80? Yeah. Now when he says, what's up, Doc? It's his cholesterol. Porky Pig is 77. When he says, that's all, folks. It might be. Really, it's terrible. And I haven't been feeling that well. So I changed health plans. I used to be with Blue Cross. Now I'm with International House of Physicians. IHOP. Yeah. Oh, IHOP is great. With every exam, a free pancake. So they gave me this doctor, Dr. Julio Alejandro Bernstein. Oh, this man's amazing. Taught me things I never knew. How to approach an attractive woman in a restaurant without fear of rejection by using the Heimlich maneuver. And I love the slogan there at this place. If we can't cure you, we will pay for your funeral. Isn't that nice? But, you know, he got mad at me, the doctor. I said, listen, doctor, it hurts me when I touch here. It hurts me when I touch here. It hurts me when I touch here. He goes, idiot, you got a broken finger. Well, listen, you've been a great crowd. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
That's why we have him as a regular.
Love it.
Really keeps the show moving. You do have a lovely voice.
Oh, thank you.
Soccer, I should say. All right. So our next comedian is Georgia Metz.
Yes.
Georgia.
You got it right before. Georgia.
Georgia. Georgia on my mind, but it's
yes,
completely
I know.
different.
Completely different. Thanks, Mom. It's been a real ride.
So, Georgia, where are you from?
I'm from Westchester County.
Woo, wow.
Yeah.
Fancy.
I thought you were going to say, how long does it take you to get here? I left yesterday.
How long have you been doing comedy?
Oh, let me count. Can I count? Without a calculator? 8 years.
Wow, thanks. Who's your favorite comedian?
You know, I want to say, I don't know, it changes every week. Depends on what special I saw on Netflix. I want to say Kevin Hart, and then Chris Rock, and Sebastian, and et cetera, so forth. That's the kind of humor I like.
Do you have any dark secrets? Since it's Halloween.
Yes, I dye my hair. All right, that's the darkest secret you're going to get.
Do you have a question for her?
What does your morning routine consist of?
No alarm clock. Okay, I just get up when I feel like it. And then, you know, I make coffee and look around and see what else I have to do. Should I clean or should I hire someone to clean? I really have no routine, honest to God. I'm retired,
Okay.
so I'm not concerned.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Probably collecting Social Security.
All right, awesome. Do you have a Facebook or, you know?
Yeah, so actually it's one of the dark secrets, and I have to reveal on Facebook I'm under an alias name because I was bullied in school. So you know those bullies grew up, right? So they're still being bullied. So on Facebook, my name is Georgia. I'd rather not say. But I'm a nurse, and then I have another page that says Georgia RN, which is to the public and to the hypochondriacs. So feel free to write a question there. And then I'm on Instagram, and my name is The Comic in the Crowd on Instagram.
Hey, awesome. So do you have 5 minutes for us?
At least I'm Italian.
All right. All right.
Is this on? Even if it isn't, I'm Italian, so you could probably hear me without the microphone. So I heard someone talking about dating before. I just want to say it's been so long since I had a date. The soaps are starting to look like porn. And I thought the material had to be clean, so I brought this napkin just in case. You know, I tend to go in the opposite direction. So I'm on dating sites. I'm on a site right now called Disharmony. It's a site for difficult people to meet. You know. So I wasn't always a nurse. I had a job in Sleepy's. I loved it. I had a little touch of narcolepsy, so I used to take a lot of naps there. And I also managed a lot of beauty rests while I was there. And the men used to come in and say, I'm looking for a bed. I'd say, what's your sleep number? What do you mean? I have a sleep number? Yeah, let's go find out. So I sold more number 69 beds than anybody. And I was promoted to head saleswoman by the end of the month.
Right.
I know, I'm not supposed to talk about that. But so on the drive here, you know, driving on the bridge, I get behind a car, and there's a sign on the back window. It says, baby on board. It's like, shit, you know, I'm a baby too sometimes, but I don't broadcast it. Baby on board. Now I feel like I have to watch out for the baby. Is there really a baby in there? Is it strapped in properly? Who's driving? Is she changing lanes without putting her signal on? Quick, I'm going to write down the license plate number and report her. I don't want to know about the baby on board. I want to know other important information. Ex-con on board. Single and looking on board. Off-duty porn star on board. No, can't have any of that stuff. I got to hear about your baby. Sorry, lady. I'm sorry. But really, why is there a sign for the baby on board? Because her partner or whoever's driving the baby to daycare may forget. But why would you put this sign in the back of the car? Because we all know men, when they park the car, they always like to turn around. See how the back of the car looks, and then they see the sign. Jesus Christ, I forgot about the baby. All right. Okay. So I have 2 children. They live outside of the house. No, I meant they live in a tent outside. No, they're outside the house. And my daughter didn't want to leave me stranded because I don't know anything about technology. She's not answering the phone, answering questions for me. So she left me with Alexa. I said, who's Alexa? Oh, artificial intelligence. I said, oh, speaking of artificial intelligence, how's your dad doing? So I like Alexa. You know, she's really cool, very respectful. Every morning I say, Alexa, how's the weather outside? She tells me the weather. She doesn't say, Mom, look out the window. Is it sunny or is it raining? Isn't that the weather? Not only does she tell me today's weather, she tells me tomorrow's forecast. So, you know what? I love Alexa. She never makes a mess. She's always in the same place every day. So I just want my kids to know, guess what? I rewrote my will. She gets a third, you get a third, and my son gets a third. Okay? Thanks, everybody. You know, so I said earlier I was a nurse. So I am still a nurse. I just, you know, retired early. And yeah, thank you for my service. Yeah. So I tell my coworkers that I do stand up. Oh, Georgia, how can you get on stage and tell jokes in front of strangers? I'm giving enemas to strangers. Are you kidding me? You know what would be hard? Giving enemas to people I know. Are you feeling constipated? Step right up into my office. Anyway, so I dated a lot of doctors while I was there. I dated an anesthesiologist. I said, you know what? When I'm with you, I don't feel anything. We got to break up, you know? I dated a dermatologist, but he was always getting under my skin. And I had one more joke about well, I guess it's too late for that joke. Let me think of a real quick joke. I dated a ventriloquist one time, but he was always putting words in my mouth, so we had to break up, you know? I'm the one who does all the talking. Thank you.
Okay, our next comedian is...
Oh, hi, I'm Anthony.
Anthony.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Anthony.
Oh, sorry, Anthony Crescenzo.
Oh, nice to meet you, Anthony. And Anthony, where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, cool.
I know, there's not that many of us
Yeah, I
here.
know, right? Yeah, you're out of state.
I guess so. I have to be for my people who aren't here. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to cross the bridge. Don't know, whatever.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Well, honestly, right now, Jody Oliver. And you. I've been watching him all day. He's doing a great job. It's a funny show. It's 100 good episodes, I'm assuming.
What made you get into comedy?
You're never going to believe this story. All right, so I was always a jerk at the bars with one of my friends. That's how we would get girls. And, I would say the stupidest thing possible, and that made me everybody else's wingman. So at one point, I wound up parking cars for Roscoe's Comedy Club, just to make some extra money. Wendy Liebman's manager and herself came out, and they saw me, and I just started saying stupid stuff. And they're like, why are you parking cars? First of all, you don't know how to drive a stick shift, because you just stole my car 3 times. I'm like, yeah, you're right. She goes, also, you should probably be inside. You're funnier than the comics that work there. I'm like, really? It's like, yeah. I'm like, can you get me in? She's like, here's $100. Don't talk to me again. So now I just tell jokes inside.
All right, awesome. All right. So where can we find you?
Let's see, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, pretty much everything. All under Anthony Crescenzo or Devil's Den Comedy Club.
Okay, awesome. Do you have 5 minutes for us?
I have 45, but I'll do 5.
All right.
That was awesome. I like the way you play.
Oh, thank you.
You're well. Thank you. I have no talent. I can't do anything. You're doing great, though. All right, so you guys all know that I'm from New Jersey. Thanks for anybody watching. I'm a Giants fan, though.
Giants, 6-1 they are.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, when they have a good year, it's going to be a bad end of a year.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Every time it's like 5-5, 6-6, like they're going to the Super Bowl. This year, they're actually doing well. So it's not going to happen. Like last week, we were supposed to watch the Giants game together, right? Me and my wife, we were just going to sit down, on the couch, watch the game, great Sunday, right? Just some beer and that's it. But then her brother called. And he's like, oh, can you do us a favor and watch the dog? He's got 2. Like, yeah, we'll watch one of the dogs. My wife got like so excited. She's like, oh my God, yeah, I can't wait. We're going to get the puppy. This is going to be wonderful. We're going to go to Asbury Park, New Jersey. They have like a dog park. We can go there. We can walk the dog on the beach. It'll be great. I'm like, I thought we were going to watch the game. She goes, look, we can go to the bar. We can watch the game there. I'm like, okay, that's fair. She's like, why don't you call up your best friend and have him bring his wife? And they'll bring the baby. I'm like, great. So they do. They bring the baby. We're driving to Asbury Park. She wants to go to this place called Wonder Bar. Apparently, Wonder Bar has like all these pictures up where John Bon Jovi is seen drinking there. And she's like, if John Bon Jovi drinks there, it's got to be a great place. We got to go to Wonder Bar because all the cool people go to Wonder Bar. I'm like, well, your husband just dropped a special on Amazon, but sure, yeah, we got to be cool. Let's go to Wonder Bar. So we go down to Wonder Bar. We're driving down there. We're on the turnpike or parkway. I don't remember. My friend calls me up. He's like, bro, we got a problem. We just got to Wonder Bar. And the bouncer asked us for ID, and so me and my wife gave him ID, and he goes, all 3 of you. All 3? The baby? You want identification for the baby? He's 1 year old. There's nothing you could sell him in here that he could drink. Not Coors Light, not Jaeger, nothing. Do you have Similac? He could drink that. Nothing else is this baby going to drink. Like, sorry, man. I thought that was a midget. Also, you can't get in with a 1 year old. That's not going to happen. No babies inside a Wonder Bar. It's like, oh, this is going to be terrible. My friend's coming down with his wife and the dog. Oh, no, the dog can get in, but not that baby. All right, fine. I guess we're not getting into Wonder Bar. He goes, do you know another place? I was like, yeah, let's go down the street. There's a place called Tia Maria. We can go outside. And we did. We went outside. It was great. As soon as we got there, I'm walking the dog. I got a Giants jersey on. I see the baby. The baby's got a Giants jersey on. This is great. Oh, my God. Photo op with the baby. Let's go. I go to pick up the baby. I'm still holding the dog. And all these like 21-year-old girls see the dog. And it's a puppy. It's beautiful. It's white. Its name is Atlas. It's amazing. The girls see the dog and, oh my God, that's a puppy. I need to see the puppy. I want to pick it up. I want to rub it. What's its name? How old is it? Is it still teething? I'm like, yes, it's still teething. And there is something way more exciting going on over here. There's a baby right over there. You guys want one? Go smell it. I didn't know what to do. And finally, I break the dog away so this way I can go pick up the baby. We go to the table, right? We're sitting there, we're eating, we're drinking. I can't watch the game because it's too far away, so I put it on my phone. By the way, I didn't get a chance to watch the end of that game. 2 minutes to the end of the game, my phone dies, the battery. Oh, well. Hey, what are you going to do? The kid's over there with me at the table. The dog's with me at the table. The newspaper comes over and is like, hey, would you guys mind taking a picture for the Asbury Park coaster? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, let's do this. And they're like, oh my God, what are all your names? This is going to be great. By the way, what's the name of the dog? They're like, the dog's name is Atlas. Is that the whole reason he came down here to take a picture of the dog? I'm like, no, actually, the baby. And I went, the baby? Like, yeah. Asbury Park is a predominantly gay town. We haven't seen a baby in 6 years. We thought it was a midget originally. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Stone Pony's over there. It's great. That's not where we went that day, but we were going to. We wound up going to the boardwalk with the baby, and we're walking the dog, we're walking the baby. Next thing I know, the baby's just full on sprinting, just running, like doing 2 miles an hour. For a baby, that's a sprint. It's a marathon, too, like 3 minutes. Just start running, and then the baby falls down right in front of the convention center. Just face plants, just like that. Feet up in the air, face down, and I'm just looking at the baby, and everybody's like, oh my God, the baby! Oh, what happened to the baby? And I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly how this baby got kicked out of Wonder Bar earlier today. And all of a sudden, everybody's laughing, including total strangers. My wife turns to me, she's like, why are these strangers laughing? They don't know the context. Well, one of the strangers wound up saying out loud, that's not the first baby to ever get kicked out of Wonder Bar. I was like, what's the problem? Like, yeah, you can't bring a baby, you breeder. And I went, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, oh, is that your dog? It's beautiful. By the way, did you catch the end of the Giants game? It was magical. And I went, I didn't. Thanks for spoiling it for me. You guys are a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of it.
that was the Kunga Kanga.
Wow, you're getting better and better as the show goes.
Oh, yeah, I gotta loosen up. I'm loosening up. Howdy out there.
Okay, our next guest is Bruce Lipsky. How you doing, Bruce?
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Bruce, you're going to close out the 100th show with your act tonight.
This is fantastic.
Coney Allen song after that. Tell him.
He knows, right? I told him.
Oh.
I close many doors. It's okay.
Oh, you
And some of them closed on me as well.
Well, I hope you didn't close the 100th show.
What does my wife say? Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Where are you from, Bruce?
I'm actually born in the Bronx. But we moved to
Bronx
Queens.
Bombers.
And then I actually live in Long Island. Long Island.
We had a lot of Bronx today.
Yeah.
It should be called the Bronx Comedy Show.
Right, yeah.
So, do you have anything to offer for inspiring comedians? What would you give their advice to?
I think Tom hit it on a nail on the head. You just got to keep on writing, pull from your own experiences, and just have fun doing it. Don't worry if you have a joke that doesn't work one night. Just keep working it because you're going to have good nights and bad nights. Just don't give up. That's all. Yeah.
How did you get into comedy? What made you get into comedy?
It was kind of ironic because I was in a very serious automobile accident years ago, and they had spinal injury. And I said, if I can stand up, I'm going to get into stand up. And actually, I'm doing stand up.
All right, awesome. Where can we find you?
I'm on the basic stuff, Facebook, Bruce Lipsky Comedy, Instagram, Bruce Lipsky Comedy, and also my website, brucecomedy.com.
You have 5 minutes for it?
Absolutely.
Bruce, let's go!
Thank you. Don't mind the cane. I'm just using it to settle my lawsuit. No, I don't, anybody has elderly parents here, but I got a call from my 93-year-old dad the other day. He said, Bruce, guess what? They just opened up a new comedy club in my neighborhood. I said, Dad, that's fantastic. What's it called? He said, Stand Up MRI. I said, Dad, did you check it out? He said, yeah, it's very weird. I don't think they ever close. I said, what do you mean? He said, the sign always says open MRI. But I worry about him because he had his annual physical, and his doctor called me up. He says, Mr. Lipsky, your father showed up in my office carrying a small chair. I said, did you ask him why? He said, yeah. He said, that was his stool sample.
Wow.
I said, it kind of makes sense because lately he's been complaining of hard stools. But the doctor said, I suggest you get him right to the hospital and get some tests done. So I brought him to the hospital, walking down the hallway, and this technician passes us with all this machine that has all these tubes and hoses. My father stops him and says, Mister, you're not going to hook me up to that machine today, are you? The guy says, I hope not for your sake. It's a carpet cleaner. But I worried, about I'm going to turn into my dad. He had this philosophy. He said, Bruce, you should always put your best foot forward. But who knew at age 67 my best foot forward would have to gout? As I said, I was born in 1956. I returned 67 in January. I looked in the mirror the other day. I looked like a 56 broken down Buick. This body is totally out of shape. My rear end is making funny sounds. My hoses are leaking. And my ball joints have all dried out. I said, uh-oh, I better get Mako. Mako says, oh, no, you better get Medicare. It used to be in my house, if I had a leak, I'd call my plumber. Now I call my urologist. And he's $50 cheaper. Back in the day, I used to go to something called Studio 54. I'd get on that dance floor, meet a woman, I'd go bust a move. Now I'm afraid to take my wife dancing. I may bust a hip. The other day, my wife said, Bruce, let's get down tonight. I said, honey, I don't know about getting down, but how the hell am I going to get up? And as you get older, you start to forget things. I swear my foam mattress has a better memory than I do. And my wife has been getting on my case lately. She said, Bruce, lately when I talk to you, you don't seem to be paying attention to me. Do you have loss of hearing? I said, no, honey, I got loss of listening. But when you get older, you got to stay in shape. So I started an exercise program, but I only exercise late at night, between the hours of 3 and 5 in the morning. I'm running sprints from the bedroom to the bathroom. My wife calls it my fleet of pee. But my wife is a fitness nut. She takes something called goat yoga. I don't know if you ever heard of this before. This is where you're in the studio, you're lying on the mat, and these horny, hairy creatures are roaming the studio. And goats, too. But my wife finds it very therapeutic and relaxing when the goat jumps on her back and licks her ears. I said, wait a second, when I tried to do that last week, you stopped me and threw me out of the bedroom. Now you'll pay a goat to do it? She says, well, he has fresher breath. And better technique. I said, did they allow kids in the class? She said, they only use adult goats. And before I met my wife, I dated a lot of people. I even dated a very famous TV weather person. I remember the first time we got intimate, it was like a bad winter forecast. She's predicting 10 to 12. All she got was 2 to 4. Man, was she angry. Now I know why they name hurricanes after women. But I'm very fortunate. We've been married 30 years. We just celebrated our anniversary. 30 years of wedded bliss. Terrors. That's because she's been rubbing me the wrong way, and I got the calluses to prove it. When we first met, our love was infectious. Now our relationship is just chronic. And the research says as you get older, your skin gets thinner, which is kind of weird because after 30 years of marriage, I developed a much thicker skin. And she thinks everybody in the house is a food critic. She'll spend an hour online surfing for a recipe, another hour shopping, another hour cooking, and in 30 seconds, my son will say, you're cooking that crappy chicken again? And she got mad at me the other day. She said, Bruce, you think I'm running a 5-star restaurant in this house? I said, apparently you are, because every time you cook, I have reservations. Thank you, my name is Bruce Lipsky.
Fantastic.
So,
Yeah,
Fred,
a lot of great comedians.
before I forget, Fred,
Yes.
we have some sponsors.
All right.
Yes.
We do have sponsors.
We have Oriental Plaza.
Oriental Plaza. Let Raquel say one.
Bella Beans Cafe.
Bella Beans Cafe, right?
Provided the beautiful crumb cake.
And we got Island-wide
Realty.
I last time I said reality. Island-wide Realty. Right.
And Diddley.
Deli.
Bagel and Deli. Diddley D Bagel and Deli.
There we go.
These are an
Entel.
Plaza.
That's it.
And High.
Tobacco.
All right. there you
High
go.
Tobacco.
Right.
High Tobacco.
Right, awesome.
Didn't we have someone who helps with finances?
What's that?
A.
And
J.
C.
Advisors.
advisors.
AJC
There we go.
Advisors.
Okay, here we go. All right,
That's
awesome.
it, right?
Yeah. So Fred, the 100th show, it's in the books.
It's in the books.
Yes, and we got Raquel
Raquel.
Rains.
Oh, we're going to do our Coney Island song for the
For the
show.
close.
This
For
is
the
an
close
original
out.
song. We just wrote this song, and
Special
Raquel's going to
show
sing
there
it.
in Staten Island?
Raquel, just grab the mic and get in the front here, and I'll play the drums to it over here.
Okay,
And
so
Brian's
bye
gonna put it
everybody.
on. Brian?
See you the next time on the Staten Island Comedy Show.
Whoa! That's loud. Take a ride down Coney Island, a place where you could have so much fun, a place where dreams and fantasy come reality, a place of history. Don't let the summer go by. Ride the Coney Island ride. Don't let the summer go by. Ride the Coney Island ride. Ride the cyclone. Ride the wonder wheel. Watch the mermaids swim by. By and by. By and by. Come and have some fun in the sun.